OpenAI's new text-to-video model, which is called Sora, is absolutely insane. Today on the podcast, I want to be breaking down the top 20 jobs that I believe it's going to be replacing. So while I'm extremely excited about the potential, I also have a lot of concerns about what this could be used for, as I'm sure many people do. And I don't think that, we should really beat around the bush when it comes to discussing people and industries that are going to be impacted by this. As my job here on the podcast, I really try to be as transparent as possible. And when I see big things coming down the pipe, or, when I see big things that are going to have a big impact, I bring it up and I just confront it head on. So in an effort for more transparency, I want to cover 20 jobs. A lot of these are in the film industry, but a lot of other industries as well that are going to be replaced by AI and Sora combined. And it's kind of crazy. I'm really going to try to focus this specifically on Sora, ChatGPT, or OpenAI's text to video generator. It's absolutely phenomenal. It can generate up to 60-second long videos that are, high quality. These things look amazing. I want to break down a little bit about how this actually works and how they've achieved this. But then I want to dive into some of these jobs that I believe will be replaced, and a lot of this is going to be automated. So the first thing I want to say is the reason why I believe Sora is so good. We've seen others, right? And I recently on LinkedIn, I shared like a comparison of Sora versus Runway, which Runway up until now has kind of been the front runner AI video generator. And the thing you'll notice between the two, obviously Sora is significantly better. OpenAI absolutely hit it out of the park here. And the reason why I believe they did that is Runway was really going at this, trying to kind of take like images and animate them and turn them into video. And it's kind of from like a single angle. What Sora did is I believe they actually used training data from 3D modeling software. So beyond just the video, it actually understands physics and everything that's in a scene and creates almost like a 3D map that the video can then move around in. So you can see all these really cool effects where it's not just you saying, hey, Sora, create a video of a dinosaur running through the tundra. It's like create a video of a dinosaur running through the tundra as a drone flies around, giving a panoramic view of the dinosaur. And it will be able to do that because it can understand this 3D kind of spatial awareness. It makes it absolutely incredible on top of everything else they've done to make this really high quality. So I just wanted to point out that one big differentiator because I think that makes a big impact on what we're about to talk about, why it's so much better beyond just kind of like animating pictures. Okay, the first thing that I believe it will replace is video editors. So I know a lot of people are like, hey, this thing's just going to generate video and we'll be the editors. I've actually seen some really impressive demos where essentially you see a piece of footage generated by Sora and you say, awesome, now make the same video, but make it wintertime. Okay, make the same video, but have the camera panning around. Okay, make the same video, but cut out the part where the tree falls down at the end, right? Like anything you see, you can start to edit it with prompts, which is absolutely phenomenal. I think this is going to, I say it's going to replace video editors. Obviously, someone's editing that video, a person's doing it. It's going to change the tooling. And so I say video editors because kind of when you think of a video editor, you think of a person that's trained to use these tools. Those tools will change a lot. Now, there's still going to be probably a person doing it, but I think that that's going to change a lot. The second is actors for specific roles. You're going to be able to replace them with digital avatars in certain scenarios. I've been saying this for a long time. You're going to be able to direct your own movies and pick the actors and actresses that you want in there. And so I think you're going to be able to just get generic ones auto-generated will be a big part of this, but you probably will be able to pay licensing and have, famous actors play a role in a movie that you direct yourself. I believe that there'll be a platform that does this in the near future. The third one, is voiceover artists. Now, this isn't specifically video, but it's just such a huge part of the film industry and video that I want to bring this up. There's so many incredible tools. 11 Labs is the primary one, and creating AI generated voices for video narration is going to be absolutely huge. And that job, I believe, is largely going to be automated. Even if you're an incredible voice artist, you could just record your voice, a couple samples, upload them to 11 Labs' marketplace, and sell your voice. So it's like you're still a voice artist, but it only requires you to do a little bit of work, and now you can sell your voice forever and anyone can access it. I believe that's where voice artist work is going to go. So voice artists will still be compensated, but they're not going to be they won't need to be actively working and doing things per se. The fourth is script writers. This one's obvious with ChatGPT. I think we've all seen that AI can generate scripts for specific video content quite well. Cinematographers, I believe, are going to be replaced by virtual cinematography capabilities. Special effects technicians. So with this technology coming out, there's no need for a special effects technician. You don't need to learn how to make the perfect explosion with smoke that goes this way and that way and does exactly what you want. You could just direct the video to do it. So I believe that will be replaced. Storyboard artists, scenes visualized from text descriptions by AI are going to completely replace these storyboard artists. Set designers, of course, you're not going to need to do this like really costly thing of designing the set and building this whole thing, because the creation of these virtual environments is going to completely replace what you have to do with a physical set. Costume designers. This, of course, is for your digital characters, but you can use this to say, hey, generate an elf that's like running through the forest. Okay, now make the elf's like costume look more futuristic. Okay, make it look more shiny. Okay, make it look more like earthy. Like you could just use descriptive words and it can do it. And you could also just say, hey, make it seem more in theme for the rest of the video, right? So like there's going to be, this eventually will go away. Of course, costume designers making physical costumes won't be required for that. Number 10 is casting directors. This is going to be, I think, done with AI generated characters. So that role will be gone. Advertising copywriters. I think integrated into video content by AI for ads is how this is going to happen. News reporters. There's going to be so much automated news reporting. AI avatars can present news segments, and maybe you sell this in a way that says, hey, these people, this AI is unbiased, so its take is going to be unbiased. Number 13 is educational content creators. I think you're going to be able to have automated video creation for a lot of educational materials, which I personally learned so much better watching a video than reading something, so I would be all on board for this. Then number 14 is corporate trainers. So AI used to essentially create customized training videos, I think is phenomenal. I've heard of some demos and some tools that essentially like it's watching you watch the training live, the corporate training, and if you start getting bored, it like increases the volume and like adds a couple extra cuts and like tries to make it more engaging. Now, I know a lot of people are really creeped out by that, but I'm just saying this is where it's going. These things will be dynamic, and they'll, basically depending on what your role in the company is, these things will change, so you know exactly what you need to know. Number 15 is animation artists. So reducing the need for manual frame by frame animations, I think is obviously going to be huge. Number 16 is TV producers. So you are going to become the producer of this show, and I think of whatever show you want to watch, whatever movie you want to watch, that's a huge thing that will go away. Number 17 is graphic designers. You don't actually need a graphic designer, because in the AI generated video, you can just say, create a logo for the store that's like super this or that or trendy. It creates it. And then in all the future clips, you just say like, refer back to that. Number 19 is social media manager. As far as creating content goes and automated, all this automated generation of really engaging video content is going to be able to be produced in the future. And then number 20 is the film director. So AI can streamline the production process from script to post-production. I personally am actually going to be focusing next on building a tool. For those that know, I have a no-code AI app builder marketplace I'm developing called AI Box. We're currently crowdfunding for that. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the show notes to republic.com/AI-box. We've raised over $300,000 or $400,000 for it. And so in any case, my next focus there will be having a team come and help us create an actual AI box, an actual tool on the platform that allows you to be a film director, have an API integration to these tools, and you'll be able to pick your characters. You'll be able to use ChatGPT to help you with the script, with voiceovers. You'll be able to use 11 Labs. You'll be able to use get inspiration for images with Midjourney, and eventually, have this tool that helps you actually create the film. So this is a big project, but I think this is one that I'll be putting a lot of attention on, to be able to create full films using AI. It's completely possible. It's going to be absolutely crazy to see how this rolls out. I think right now we're seeing a lot of innovation, but I will also say we have to address the real need for adaptation and also upskilling as this AI tech gets a lot better. We don't want this to, have too big of a disruption for people, but I think that there's going to be so many ways that this technology expedites creativity. There's going to be so many new exciting movies that are directed by regular people, and I'm so excited to see it. So I'll definitely keep you up to date on when this is actually publicly available for everyone and what you're able to do it. And I'll keep you up to date on the amazing tools we're building for this over on AI Box to help you create, direct, and edit your own movies. It's going to be very, very exciting.